Hello and welcome back. In the previous video, we did that insanely interesting trap boss. I think now we're on to the last one. We're just going to start killing all this trap trash.
This goes well. This goes really well.
The problem with this group was that there was two breeders, and we hadn't picked out a target, proper target at the start.
Oh yeah.
And
Now, wasn't this the one where
we
Paradox
panicked.
just charged in?
Yeah, right at the start of the fight, Prince was like, away! And then we all panicked, so we ran back to the spawn point, which obviously then drew the mobs to the spawn point. So every time we respawn, we're instantly attacked. And it just was fun for about 10 minutes, just getting murdered.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was.
But being Team Awesome and from our amazing Euphoria guild, we did manage to pull it together and win. So don't worry, guys. We won't fail.
We're only
Look at all
the
those names.
fastest
That is a
catacombs
lot of-
explorable.
There was 4 mobs there, and now look at all those names.
That's
A lot of babies, man. A lot of babies.
This is where I just panicked and switched my longbow and started setting stuff on fire.
If I could have activated
Like a
that
boss.
skill, I would have survived.
Oh, poor Thorn. As you can see, he just instantly respawn and be under attack. It's great.
Mobs on mobs on mobs.
Did anyone bring heal skills, like, apart from just standard heal? Because I know right at the very start of the dungeon that someone dropped an AoE heal, and then after that I never saw it again for the rest of the dungeon.
I have Willow
Zulu
Power,
has.
which changes
elixirs and
conditions
stuff.
into boons. But I think that's basically it.
No, there was
I
someone
think
who
it
had
was
an AoE
WoW.
heal.
And then you changed it.
Yeah.
I want all the boons. Look at those traps
Basically.
explode.
Just being all sexy and giant with my great.
I'm not even sure what was attacking me.
The lucky
I might-
rally.
I might have to roll a non-warrior on release, even though I've been promising myself ever since I heard of Guild Wars 2 that I was going to be rolling human warrior. I might, just because it's so fun to be a giant guy with a massive sword getting my swing on. Ah, so good.
So what race are you guys least likely to play on release? Mine's gonna be Char.
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 Never gonna play
definitely
Char.
Thorn,
Everyone
what about
hates
you?
the Char.
Unanimous decision then.
I'm thinking between Norn and Char.
Hey, no
I
one's
gotta
more
decide.
Zero and Sylvari, honestly.
Because Char just suck. They look stupid on everything.
I'm gonna be Silvar Guardian, just for the poeticness of being all earth and then being all supporty and protective and it's all.
I'm gonna be a
Good.
Norn thief because it makes total sense for a Norn to do Leaping Death Blossom.
I just want to see that. I haven't seen, like, actually properly observed someone doing the spinny
be
through the air
terrifying.
cartwheel. It would be.
A giant Norn just jumping over you doing a front flip spinning. You're like, oh.
Imagine getting the box of fun, being like gianted from that, and then doing
Oh.
the Death Blossom. It would be ridiculous.
Yeah, we finally got the breeder here. One of the breeders.
You'd have to take fall damage when you
You
landed.
like,
Oh, I wish you did. That'd be awesome.
You just create a crater, just boom. And if you were Hells, you'd deal AoE damage.
Yeah, gotta love that. That trait I just picked for like the sheer kind of like okay, I'll just kind of see how that goes because none of the other ones in that category seemed super good apart from the one that was gives 10% of power as a bonus to vitality, which was pretty cool. But I just decided now I'll take this weird fall damage one just to see what it's like. And by the end of the beta weekend, I absolutely loved it, just because I could jump off keeps and stuff and just land on people and send them flying.
And of course, Paradox's
So much
pet
fun.
aggroes everyone, and so does the NPC. Like, okay, one person, it's all good. Oh no, another one.
And he's gonna make all
Oh,
the
wait.
babies.
The other one's right there.
I think there's only one this time.
Yeah, it's the next
Oh,
one.
There's
yeah.
only one champion.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
very
that-
happy because we just pulled a veteran.
That scavenger, I think it's the scavenger or the pillager, is a champion.
gotta say, they do look very cool. Like, it is an extremely cool skin that they put on the Skelk.
All glowy and stuff. Yeah, so you
Yeah.
just take it off.
And of course, Paradox goes in. Everyone goes in, and we're like, okay, well, what's gonna happen now? Oh, we're gonna pull the champion.
Hells just gets knocked over.
Yeah.
And then you get just knocked over.
It's just a giant big blur of weird death. But at this point, we had only actually pulled one of them, which was nice. Like, somehow, even though that completely wrong and Thorn died, we still only managed to pull one.
Yeah, now we have 3.
And yeah, then the pet and the NPC pulled the others, which sucked. Pretty sure we wipe here, actually. Actually, no, we won't wipe because we're only about a foot away from the spawn point, so.
Just see everyone. How many champions do you have in that mob? 1 or?
Just
1
one.
and 2 veterans. Well, dungeon level.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
No, not when both of them are jumping at
Ouch.
you underground. And
Their
just
knockdowns
breaking you.
are just brutal.
Yeah. They've got that one
That's a
skill
stone
which
fist insignia.
It's got that one skill which just knocks you down and then kills you pretty much. You don't have any choice.
What is your
Yeah.
elite Thorn?
That's Lich form. I usually save it for a backup.
It's the big, like, ghostly thing.
Oh, yeah.
Big green dude.
Classic Paradox just sitting there. Oh, there he goes.
I want to
think
see
that
what Nazera looks like in Death Shroud. That looked funny.
It's just the same thing in every face.
Yeah,
Oh.
Jen.
My only concern with it is that when you use it, you spawn with the same percentage of health that you have in normal form, which does make sense, but at the same time, if you're on the way to dying, it's like the less health you have, the less useful it is, because you don't have a healer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only problem. You need to use it like right at the start because you don't have a heal in it.
Oh no, anytime you can like take a breather, you can come back in with it.
This is where I just fell off the edge and died. Oh, that might be a minute ago, actually.
Neckers are already strong enough without that, so if they did do that, it would just be terrifying. They just run in, end it in full health, and you're all like no health because they were critting you for like 5k with every like spike of it.
Yeah, for some reason,
no.
no one
Yeah,
is doing
we don't.
multi-world.
You don't want to see this. This isn't the real stats. Just ignore this.
Just go put a screenshot up here, Thorn, of us with our 200 and whatever thousand to their 1,800.
Oh yeah, back when
Yeah,
we had
screenshot.
113 times their score. Yeah,
Yeah.
because we were waiting,
Yeah,
I had to stop the recording and continue it on here.
Okay.
We barely missed
This is
anything,
just
so
the next trash.
The next, no, it's the same bit of trash actually. It was the same boss because we'd done a full team wipe and it had reset. I
Alright.
forgot how long this fight took us actually.
Yeah, I swear this is longer than some of the boss fights.
It is like it feels quite unbalanced in that some of the trash we do feel a lot harder than the bosses.
Yeah, definitely.
With his frickin' almost perma knockdown. That's a hard hit.
Yeah, it does. Like they all do this thing where they tunnel underground and then just pop up and knock back and knock down everything in the area, and then they've all also got a skill which just they like jump on one guy, knock him down, and then do about 4,000 damage. It's not a fun situation to be in.
And just start devouring him.
you were just tanking that because I was healing you.
Yes, downstate is overking. Because it's the only place where you can get super amounts of heal off another player, really. When you're in downstate.
It makes everybody a monk.
Yep. Everyone becomes a monk when you're downed.
Yeah, if you want to take a boss, like if the boss only does single damage to one person, like get your warrior downed, and then just get like 3 people spam healing him, and he can just tank the entire fight. Fully turned.
Perfect.
What's up?
Yeah.
Eat that, ArenaNet.
You'd have your warrior downed doing the tank, and then 3 healers healing your warrior, and then just one guy doing the DPS.
Yep.
Problem solved.
Holy Trinity, every single fight.
go. And that way, when the guy who's doing DPS eventually did pull like too much, he'd get down and become the tank.
Yeah, so basically here, this
So-
was the easiest fight in the entire dungeon. This one up ahead.
Which one's
Isn't
this?
this the last one?
We're kind
Oh
of
no,
forced
this is
to
the
look.
ooze. This is the
Oh,
ooze
this is
that
the
don't do
ooze
any
one.
damage. Like for some reason these ooze didn't hurt anyone. The whole fight, we just
That's
killed
where
them
they
and took
don't
no damage.
have an attack.
They just ooze around. I feel quite bad for killing them. Like watching this back, they're pretty cute and they didn't do any damage. Like, we should have just left them.
They just popped
There's
out and
oozing
it's like,
around.
hey guys, what's going on? We're just
Yeah,
like, kill them
exactly.
all.
I heard you guys are running out. I wanted to see what you guys are doing.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
you're
like,
killing me!
"Murder!
No.
Murder!" We are horrible people.
The ooze are a peaceful race.
Like
Like,
this,
look at the health
it was
bars.
about this point in the fight where I actually finally was like, "Hang on, has anyone taken any damage?" Like, and then Ads was still off in the back being a pansy with his rifle or something like that. No, that might have been Preds. I don't know.
What are you talking about? I don't have a rifle aiming
Oh
at
yeah,
any
you don't.
weapons.
Yeah, melee only. I forgot
Adam
about that.
only uses great swords because he's a man.
True story.
Great Sword 1 and Great Sword 2.
Alright, so basically this event, there's 3 like siege weapons, and the NPC has to go fix each one. So the first time he goes, he spawns a champion and 2, I think it's mesmers. And then the second time, it's a champion and 3 warriors. And the third time, it's 1 champion and 4 monks. But the
Yes.
advantage of this is you can use the siege weapons after they're fixed. So it actually gets easier and easier.
Easy.
Easy breezy. Oh no, we gotta
He's
watch
like,
this little
yo,
conversation.
dog.
The conversation's so funny because we're here to help technically the ghosts because we're getting rid of the gravelings. And then the ghost is like, Achar, it's building some malicious device. Surely the vanguard of an invasion. Brothers and sisters, to arms for Ascalon. And you're like, well, fuck, man, you're retarded.
We're like, we're trying to help you, and now you're going to get killed. Good job, sir. Good job.
Do gravelings eat ghosts or something?
No, but they're taking over their territory, I think, or something like that. So
Does the ghosts need territory?
Yeah, I'm not
That's
exactly
frickin'
sure what the storyline there.
King
You'll-
Dumbledore blew
you'll
everybody up.
see how the final boss can compete, like kill ghosts. You'll see how. Don't tell him.
I want to
I
make
think I've
Yoda
forgotten, but okay.
in Guild Wars 2.
Green as
Just make a green Asura.
uses a greatsword.
Make Yoda, I must.
Who
I
uses
just
a
got hit for like
lightsaber?
2.4k or something.
Yeah,
Just
it
use
sounds
tech mod and
legit.
give yourself a lightsaber. Give Yoda a dual blade lightsaber. And he'll just go around raping all the things.
And then you can use the Death Blossom, whatever it's called.
If Yoda had a two-blade lightsaber, he'd always be chopping the ground up.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He'd be horrible
That'd
at
be
house
hilarious.
parties.
You
Like,
know
Yoda, wanna
where
come
he'd
over?
been. It'd just be
Sure,
a
dude.
constant trail.
He'd just hold it out sideways and run forwards and just take off everyone's shins.
He'd be a force to be reckoned with. Get it? A force to be reckoned with? Because he uses the force? I'm
How
so
has
witty.
this come to?
Like, even if he got drunk during the house party, you wouldn't be able to lose him because you just had to follow the trail he made by dragging his lightsaber.
I want a Yoda now.
For some reason, this guy doesn't want to die.
Yeah, this guy
Oh, that's
took a
gonna be
while.
one of like the fastest Asuran names taken, Yoda.
Yeah,
Get that.
get that boom boom boom.
Gotta get that bing bang pow.
Oh, look at you
I
being
love
a
how
little
when
resi
warriors
message.
shoot
So
rifles,
useful.
they shoot like straight up into the air.
Yeah, I don't know what that bug was.
No, that's not warriors, that's just hells.
It's me, I'm being special.
He's
I actually have
just-
He's just a
really
little
heavy
drank too
bullets.
much.
No, I've got really heavy bullets, so I'm shooting them up and then they come down and hit the guy in the head.
Oh,
You're actually
so
so
going
you're
for the ceiling.
using
Yeah.
bullet compensation?
Yeah. It's just me planning ahead.
Why don't you guys use the mortar to hit him?
Wait,
Because it's a mortar.
it has been
It's not
red,
going to hit him
actually.
from there.
It has a
we
minimum
didn't.
range. Like, you can't hit people too close to the mortar.
We didn't really
Lame.
figure out the mortars till after this fight anyway, and then we realized how awesome they were.
If
Oh,
you
yeah,
hit
this
the
is-
pillar,
this-
the AoE would still hit him. Now.
This is the fight that I get a bow out. That's me on the left shooting my bow. I'm doing no
Yeah.
damage.
Dual
I actually had a
arrows.
really awesome bow. Bows are completely underpowered for warriors.
Yeah.
They're fixing it. Longbows
They better
do it.
be.
Like, Warrior did a post of it. Longbows are actually doing really good damage now for warriors.
Oh,
Considering
good.
100 blades does, for me, it did 1,000 damage, and auto attacks for the bow does 70.
yeah. You
Yeah.
can't. It was stupid. And the fact that 100 Blades is AoE as well. Like,
Oh yeah.
whose idea was that to make a super powerful AoE attack for the warrior? I guess
To be
the
fair, it is
disadvantage
channeled.
is you get rooted in place, so the people can just take a step forwards, be behind you, and you just miss completely.
Yeah.
So that's Yeah.
That's why in PvP you combo it with knockdowns and stuff.
yeah. Or you just use frenzy that way. They don't have time to get out of the way, really.
You guys still aren't using the mortar.
Yeah, we are. That's what the icy glow on the
We
ground
have
is.
someone on it.
There you go. Huge explosion. That was the mortar.
Yeah. It slows them. It's pretty good.
It's me on the mortar. I think being all useful. Yeah, we realised it was super useful because it does chill on them, and then it does damage over time. So and it stacks up as well, so you can actually get 3 mortars on the same place, 3 lots of damage over time on them. Actually do really decent damage. And then
Is it as
slow
useful
them
as
to make
my
them super
Dervish
easy
Dunk
to
in the
kite.
black build? That's pretty useful.
That was pretty useful. But that's a very obscure reference which no one will understand, so we're just gonna skip over that and pretend it didn't happen.
Shh, don't tell nobody.
Yes.
So
there's
right
ads in
now
his
they're
bow,
killing
so-
a boss that is using a hammer, and he's raping all things.
So this is a different
from the
boss
fact
to the one before.
He's perma-chilled and
Yeah, it's just another captain.
It's like the second
Yeah.
phase.
It's just a
He
chance.
has
Yeah.
more health
Don't
than
get-
like,
Don't
some
get your
bosses
panties in
do.
a bunch.
it takes so long to kill.
but they
Like,
feel
that's
nice
the
when they're
problem.
the bunch.
Not hard to kill him. He just takes a long time, and that's not a super interesting fight.
It's
in
pretty much
mine.
like the chains one. It was just long.
Yeah,
Just whack-a-mole.
Mm-hmm.
especially for
So
me.
now,
You guys are actually doing stuff. I'm literally just pressing 1 and then clicking on him every 5 seconds for this entire fight.
yeah. So Pete, can you give us a word from our sponsors?
If you go to
We are sponsored.
netflix.com/suckmynuts, you'll get a 30-day discount.
Oh yeah, I'm all over that.
We know.
That's about it.
Did you see that? Oh, that was funny. There's a visual glitch.
Look at those 10-slot bags I made him. Look how much inventory space he
Wow.
has.
I want some. I only had 8 slots.
Yeah, I was the first person
You
to
have
have
a-
10 slots in the guild.
I
You have a
was,
really tidy inventory.
Yeah.
Mine is an absolute mess.
I was making 10 slots the first beta, about an hour in.
Yeah,
I was
had already
making-
bought mine. I already bought mine off the trade post by then.
I programmed 10 slot bags.
Dang.
So those
I was
three
making
boosts that I
money.
It's
used,
true.
those 3 boosts that I used were from the Mystic Chest, and one of them was increases damage that I do by 10%. The other one reduces damage that I take by 10%. Another one was about, I think it was 35 health regen per second, and well, in here at least. And a crap.
So you wasted
XP
them,
boost.
is what you're saying.
No, I figured it would be useful.
This is where it bugged, actually. This is where it just decided it was finished.
Yeah, but
Like,
either way,
well-
after the stress test, I would have lost those buffs anyways. So
We were partway through doing this, and then it suddenly just decided it was finished. It was a bit weird.
So
And
is
this boss doesn't die. He just suddenly, it's like, ta-da, I've done. I'm like, oh,
So we're gonna
okay.
get a for sure wipe
Is-
then
you know,
this time.
It's when she finishes building the last turret.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're getting
but
wiped.
you need to kill the boss.
Mortar even. It just like
Are we,
yeah, there we go.
are we
It's
getting
done.
wiped before the next beta weekend?
Yeah, we're getting wiped.
We
Okay.
are. Oh, okay.
It's guarantee wipe.
Cool. That's alright, I don't mind that. I need to find
Which
out if I can get my
means-
name again.
Asurans are coming out if they're wiping it.
Yeah.
That's not
Hmm.
for sure. They could technically.
Oh,
I don't
Well,
see
if
how
they're
they could
gonna-
not. They
they're wiping
would
it-
not beta test Azurans in Sylvari. That would be
Like,
kind
why
of
would they
silly.
wipe it if they just want us to play the same exact zones you've already played? That wouldn't make any sense. They have to give us new zones they wouldn't want to wipe. So,
Unless they help make fundamental changes that would affect like already made characters.
Mowbirds can now fly. Oh.
That's one thing that slightly bugs me in the PvEs when you just accidentally aggro a mower bird use some AoE attack, and then like you get like a swarm of mowers on you, which actually do a very considerable amount of damage.
Mowers can destroy you.
Yeah, like you'll be taking on a troll and then you'll just accidentally AoE some mowers and get owned.
Moral of the story: don't fuck with mowers.
Yep, they will mess
Mowers
you
will
up.
kill you, dude.
So now we're ready to like do the final boss, and I'll stop the video
Good.
once we get into the room.
There's only 10 minutes left.
Yeah, I guess if we could keep going.
Just stick it
Go-
out, guys.
just look at the
Just
map.
stick it
Fix
out.
Fix that
disappears.
mortar.
That mortar is
Well,
still
well,
damaged.
I think that was
Yeah,
a bug.
The
Yeah.
mortar glitch, it actually repairs when you go and stand on it. But just while we're doing this bit, I'll quickly plug our guild. If you guys want to check us out, go to FloriaGuild.eu. I'm sure I'll put a link in the description for you.
I got like
We
a
are
level 54 short bow. Gold. Right there.
Bragging.
So shiny.
We're doing a plug right now. Shut up.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
doing a
come
plug.
on.
Jeez, we're a semi-hardcore World v World guild. We're in a pretty badass alliance, and we're just gonna rape all the things in World v World.
See, this is
And
the
it'll
boss
be good time.
right here.
Yeah, she's so pretty, or he. I don't know. Can't see his
Patriarch
penis.
is a male, I think. Yeah, matriarch,
No.
patriarch, right?
Female.
This is where we're getting all excited because the ooze look super cute and they glow in the dark.
And every single one of
Aww.
those drop loot.
Yeah, they all
Yeah.
drop loot. So by the end of it, there was just loot everywhere. It was awesome.
And usually better loot than the actual bosses.
Yep. This game's stupid. Yeah, actually, the amount of piles of it was some weird type of pile of glittering dust I got off this. It wasn't actually glittering dust; it's some other type of dust. But they were selling for it was something like 26 silver a piece, which is better than any other loot I got off a boss. And I got about 12 things of it off this. So that was
Oh, that
nice.
is awesome.
Yeah.
Made a good like
2
gold
gold.
off this.
I
Yeah.
think I made about 3 gold just off this one fight. It was cheap.
Frick. Farm it.
Yeah, I'm picking up the items while we're fighting, just because I can.
I didn't realize that they were all dropping loot until after the fight, and then I was like, "Oh, it's everywhere!" The floor was just all covered in glowy stuff, and it was so cool. I like this fight actually.
Cute little glowy ooze.
Yeah, did anyone else notice the mortars sort of hung in the air just as they hit the ground
Yeah.
sometimes?
They don't disappear; they just kind of sit there
Yeah.
and slowly fade away. Not sure what that's about. I think
Isn't that what
that's
actually
something
happens?
That could be fixing. Yeah, I'm sure that's.
I
what
thought
happens when
mortars bounced
explode.
off the ground and then you had to detonate them.
Yeah. You have to like shoot them while they're bouncing. Isn't that how
Yeah.
it works? Right now they're killing a giant glowy thing with lots of other glowy things on the ground.
It's all glowy. I love it. I love
It's
this
a
fight.
rave party.
This was my favorite fight. It was so cool.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You were getting some nice gems from that. Condition damage
Oh
and
yeah,
power, I think.
the ooze drops some
Yeah,
really nice
yeah.
gems too. You can see the minimum range on the mortar was meaning that they couldn't attack quite well. And I'd see you on the 3rd mortar at this point. I can't remember. I just saw it coming. from
Yeah,
the
neither
side.
can I. I'm probably just shooting my bow. That's what
No,
I'm good
I
for.
saw- Oh wait, yeah, you are. You're shooting your bow.
Yeah.
I think Preds must be on the 3rd mortar.
Why can't you get
No, that's
AoE with
Bravo.
him?
Oh, who's on the? Oh, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm on the 3rd mortar.
He just destroyed Wouter.
Yeah. That's me. I'm really confused now.
I think we
Bot was
didn't
just
have one
shooting
person
itself,
on it.
apparently.
We were probably just like too bored from being on it
Yeah.
because it's not that great.
The fights are long, actually. Just like when you're doing them, they don't feel so long. But actually, just watching it now, maybe it's just because I'm tired, but it seems like such a long fight. I'm missing.
Yeah, it's
Just say you can just see me in the corner of the screen, just swinging away at nothing.
Took about 8 minutes, I think.
Ghostbuster.
You have your map really big, Thorn.
Everything I have is really big.
He's overcompensating.
Yep, his debt,
It's dead.
his
Yeah.
his lack of penis size is very big.
His vagina is really big.
Huge, even.
Gosh.
Like I
It
got
must
lost
be
in that
giant.
for days. Anyway,
If you stay on the mortar, you'd be able to shoot another round right now. But no.
No, it takes, I
Yeah.
think it's 10 seconds recharge.
5.
No.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, it's 5. Thorn, you're
Yep,
wrong.
noob. You're missing like 8 mortar shots right now.
Shouldn't even be allowed to play
Oh.
World War C.
My screen just went black.
Yeah, I got that
Mine.
as well.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
fix it. Mine isn't black in the player, so I'll just fix it. Don't worry about it. That's why it's still a work in progress.
We only went black for a couple seconds.
Now we're still just shooting this glowy thing. It's a long fight. It's fun.
Not if Thorn would do his job and stay on the mortar.
Yeah,
I'm doing a lot.
As
Look
you
at
know,
all that damage. Like 700.
he's doing more
900.
damage off the mortar than.
I was
just
thinking
clicked
like
for 1,000,
70s,
100.
just standing there.
Yeah.
I was useless.
I was hitting about 150 DPS being on the mortars, but it was more the fact that it kept them slow meant it was super easy to wheel them down.
To be
'Cause
fair,
all the users were stuck in place as well.
to be fair with the bow, it is pretty good because I can just create the fire fields like that, and then everyone does fire damage or something when they shoot
And
into
It
it.
gets burnt every second for 2 seconds while it's in there.
Yeah.
So
The thing that I like about one of the things that I like about Death Shroud is I can use 2, which teleports me, and then 4. So the 2 is like something that you send out, and as soon as it hits your target, then you're teleported. But with 4, I can't move. But for some reason, teleporting doesn't interrupt it.
that's cool. And fall over any second now.
Almost there.
So this is where it would be nice to have the numbers so we could see how close we are actually to making it fall over.
It takes forever to kill them when they have no health.
Oh, it's doing something. Nope, that was just doing a skill. And there we go.
And that's the play.
And that's the end. Oh, yeah, just look at me. Oh,
Hey, you're a large manly
so
Norn.
shiny.
Well,
Look at
thank
those
you.
abs. Those abs are so shiny.
I spend a lot of time
so
on these
buff.
abs.
Bitches don't know what is
Your
up.
beard
you
is
seem
like really
pretty-
offset.
Pretty extremely manly.
Stop
I'd love
messing
to
the
get
beard.
you into my
There's
bed.
none on the right side of your face.
And that's the end. 20 Ascalon tiers, which is enough for a quarter of one of the items that you can get.
Tears of the Ascalon.
And
I
now it's
own them
picking
so
up
badly.
big time.
You
We're
better have
going
rated this solid
looting
5s, Mr. Thorn. I want to see what you've rated it.
I was gonna say this is the ultimate. This is the ultimate test to see if he actually fills out the
Oh yeah,
form or not.
this is us just running around looting all the stuff. Have you got the bit where you try and go and take a pretty picture off in the corner?
Yeah, that's how it ends.
So, depending on if you get subscribers or not, is if you rate it all 5s.
Yeah. He's just gonna. Oh.
Oh!
It wasn't that tough,
Oh,
let's be honest.
Come on, Thor.
Oh,
No,
it was hard.
it was
How
hard. The
dare
first,
No,
If we
I'm
didn't have
stopping
any-
watching. I'm leaving. See you guys.
if you didn't know the strategy, Jace has quit. Jace has left the building. If you didn't know the strategy, it was hard. Like that first spider boss would just stop you from completing the rest of the dungeon if you didn't know the fact that when you're CC'd, she
almost stopped us from completing it when we did know.
Yeah,
Thorn was
The
like,
first-
I only died 10 times. That was so easy.
yeah. I only broke all my armor and had to borrow
Difficulty
money off elves to
1.
repair it.
I'll make it harder.
Difficulty -1.
If I can complete it, it's too easy.
Oh wait, was that
That was
the
one
whole
shot
dungeon,
things.
or just the boss?
That was
It was the whole dungeon.
Oh,
Hmm.
I rated the boss because it wasn't fun, but it was just like the boss itself wasn't that tough.
Sure
let's
you
be
did.
honest.
Nope.
Just because you're level 61 doesn't mean you're better than everybody else. You can just rate things fours and stuff.
See, if I was rating just that boss, I would have gone with like a 3. It wasn't a hard fight. But no, you just ruined it and rated the entire dungeon a 4. And I was like, oh, it's so pretty down here.
Thorn, why don't you use your build to the fullest? If you're constantly spamming 1, you'll get a lot more bone minions out.
No, it's
Say
every
cheese.
time I kill someone.
Noob.
Alright, that's it. Thanks
No,
for
we're-
Even
watching.
NPCs,
trying to
I
get
want to
some
be in the
nice-
picture.
There you go.
I want to be in the middle. There you go.
Go ahead and
And
subscribe,
that was subscribe to the
and we'll
Euphoria
see you in the
channel.
next video.
Head over to my channel,
Oh, we've done a
Jace
finish.
Deathbane.